Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex, and this is Jess and Alex Watch.
House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 8. The Queen That Ever Was. Not never. Ever.
That seems um, positive for our girl Rhaenyra.
It does. It does. Last episode, we had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of crispy critters, but two randoms got new dragons.
One who, Ulf, I'm a little annoyed and disappointed by.
Yeah.
Like, Silverwing, are we sure there wasn't anyone else?
Right.
Like, the man literally killed your baby.
Right.
Right in front of you.
Right. To be fair, she wasn't even like part of the party. She just saw a random stumble into her nest and was like,
she was like sleepy, honestly.
Yeah.
She was like, okay.
Once she got out in the sunlight, she was like, wait,
who is that? I honestly, though, I like to imagine Silverwing is just like not the brightest.
I love that.
Not her. The brightest dragon in the keep.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like, I kind of like him. He's goofy.
I like that.
Like, they connect on how they're both dumb.
Yeah, that's good.
She was like, I don't want anybody more smart.
There hasn't been anybody else that's really got that. Yeah. I mean, Damon. But we're talking about dragons. Our big hope for this episode is Raina claims her dragon.
It's the most important thing to me.
Yeah, I don't really know what else. I don't know what other note they're going to end on. I think another battle, because they did say there were like 2 battles this season. So I'm guessing we're going to get that.
I don't like when they battle in this show.
Yeah.
Because it usually means a dragon gets hurt. And I really like my dragons. Yeah. I've grown really attached to them.
Grown accustomed to their face.
I have. And like, you guys, we didn't do this channel when the finale of Game of Thrones came out. Or the season.
That was like a horrific, 8 years ago.
I know. I don't want to speak about that, but
oh my God, we're all so old.
But I will say, when that first dragon got that spear through it and died and turned into
evil ice dragon,
the way it hurt my soul, something inside me broke that day. And I know these dragons more.
Right. As we were saying last episode, they have personalities. So,
like, if Caraxes dies, the way I will throw a fit.
I love Caraxes and his stupid neck.
Like, it's important.
Okay, we are going to rank our favorite dragons.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode, we're going to make a distinctive ranking of all the dragons. So,
see, if you've watched any of watched our previous episodes, see if you can guess.
Even from this recent conversation,
who might show up on the top?
Honestly,
I wish I have feelings about Cyrax. Rhaenyra's dragon.
Yes. I don't feel like I know Cyrax.
Not at all.
I do, however, have hope. There are other ones up there. I do have fun feelings for Sea Smoke right now.
Sure.
Sea Smoke is really giving the meme performance.
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate that. And also, I love Raina so much that her wild dragon, we love a wild horse.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God, what if fully half of this episode is just her living in National Velvet,
And the way I would just watch it, I'd eat it up.
Actually,
no.
Screw that. 99% of the episode.
99.
That's what I want. I want her bringing it food. I want the tender moment where she goes to touch it and moves its neck and you see the little muscles.
I want there to be cute little bonding scene, a montage, for sure.
She gently gets on his back and he starts running along the ground. They're not together, and then she gets into the rhythm and then he takes off. Iris.
And then also for the show, I've just discovered this that this is a need and want of mine, is I would like a dragon romance. Really? Why haven't we discussed 2 of the dragons bonding and creating new baby dragons?
Yes.
Long story short, do I like the show? Yes. Do I love the dragons? 100%.
Oh, Alicent went camping last week. That was weird. Why did she do that?
That was very odd. And I need them to find something to do with her. That's interesting again. perchance she joins Rhaenyra's team.
I don't think that's what happens in the book, but I've come around to your pitch, and yeah, let's do it.
I just think that's interesting.
Things have happened in the show that haven't happened in the book, so yeah, she's clearly out of story, so sure.
Right, and like she's literally on the cover, so we have to do something big with her.
Right.
Like we're billing it as Rhaenyra v. Alicent. So
right, and at this point, she has nothing to do.
She doesn't even have power.
Right.
I would really like to watch this episode.
Let's do this.
She wishes him to be instructed in
I did think Jace's identity crisis was interesting.
Yeah, and we haven't really talked about that in a while.
End a needless war.
House Targaryen is the blood of the dragon. If any may lay claim
I'm not sure Rhaenyra really handled that well. All throughout their whole lives.
Correct.
Because Jace figured out when Harwin left that was his dad. Mm-hmm. And I understand from the safety perspective why she was like, no, your father is Laenor. But also he's an adult now. You're gonna have to have these conversations. You gotta be real.
Well, I think maybe her and Harwin had planned to tell them together. And I mean, she's been busy. Things have been crazy.
That's very true.
They're looking for Targaryen bastards.
The thing about our flag guy is that he's actually bringing humor and joy.
He's good.
Which is nice. So that one scene there, we were like, oh, these are people who are alive, actually, who have personalities. And
it's giving Tyrion what Tyrion would do in for a scene, with all of the heavy language and stares and everything. Sometimes we can all just be people.
Exactly. I think it's important. The stakes are higher.
Why don't you try less to be a king right now and maybe work on your connection with your dragon? Do some drills. She does not respect you. I mean, obviously, they can't change. Cool. Yeah, that is cool.
I don't know what that reference is. Is that something new?
Wait, now I kind of want to go back. Well, no, don't worry about it because it'll mess up the.
It was. This is
all.
Maybe this is all.
Oh, this is foreshadowing.
Yeah. This is all dragon fighting.
I don't want to lose another dragon. My heart can't take it.
Who could we stand to lose? I'm going to be honest. Jace is dragon. I'm not ready for Jace to die, but I have no feelings about that one.
Stop.
It's a nothing dragon.
I know, but I can't have Jace not have a dragon. I like Jace.
Yeah. Okay, music. Are we in Dorne?
We're at a beach. What are we watching?
Oh, no, we're
are we gonna?
We're in the across the sea.
We sell where we
please. Hey, guy has a blue beard. That's cool. Remember when Dany's boyfriend had a 3-forked blue beard, and they were like, "Nah, he's just a hot white guy." Nah, he's just a different hot white guy.
The stepstones. What of them? We will impose a simple tax on those passing through. Recoup the loss.
The way I wouldn't go to war for I promise you this land if we win.
Is better than starving, surely.
I think I would have had a comedy beat of this Lannister not being flexible enough to sit cross-legged. I just think it's a missed opportunity.
I was rather set on a bath and a flagon of wine. Let us meet this commander then.
I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh, well, okay.
That's cool. I like how we're filming through a heat distortion.
Yeah, it did make me warm though. Oh, very.
Girl, what have you done now?
We're gonna fight about her, I think.
Yeah, we are. Do they have some kind of narcotic that doesn't put him under? Is it just milk of the poppy? Is that the only option?
They found one thing and they said we won't keep
we have no other options.
I must ask you, Your Grace, to steel yourself. We must leave King's Landing quickly, and we will not return for some time.
What's that about?
Be that as it may, he has gone in fury to Sharp Point and laid waste to the whole of the town.
For reasons.
Fucking mad cunt. So what was the fucking point in all this then? Why must I run?
Because the Prince Regent is going to kill you.
He did already try.
Take me to my throne. And once he returns, I shall take him prisoner.
And what then?
You forget that he has a big Papa Dragon.
Without Vhagar, what then?
You don't even have your own dragon now. It's like you and Dreamfire against the world. I'm assuming since that's Helena's dragon, it's like the sweetest, like angel baby dragon
So
ever.
sweet.
Over the years, in anticipation of little bumps in the road, moved the greater part of Harrenhal's gold reserves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live well and remain until
Oh, so
what is
you really want him to like leave?
Yeah.
You want to take me to Essos to live with the goat fuckers?
Does he want him to be his boyfriend?
I don't think so.
You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed. Did they tell you that?
Maybe he does.
It burst into flames
It's
like a
like you
sausage
don't
on a
need your
spit.
cock. You have feet.
I can't even piss without it running down my leg.
They will be tired of endless deprivation.
It is sad
Fear.
that he doesn't have anyone that loves him. You know, like there's nobody to be like care for him despite his physical condition.
Aegon the Rebuilder.
Not a bad vision.
Aegon the realm's delight.
Like Rhaenyra? To be honest, she was always cuter than you. All right, Miss Girl. She's having like a very Jane Eyre moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get over this because I like you.
I need him not to act up.
What are you doing here? Remove your feet from the table.
I'd rather not. Who's it up to then? Boy.
Okay, you could have some couth though.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon. Right here. Who'd have thought it? Lives here.
I'll have an apology from you.
Oh, young prince! Look at that hair.
You can't touch a fake black man's hair.
My mother is the queen.
Dragon riders both. You and I. Cut from the same cloth.
A sacred inheritance of which you know nothing.
He's like, you didn't even learn High Valyrian.
He's not much use to the manners of court.
Or any manners at all, I'd
You need to
say.
calm down. Okay, well, did that make you feel better?
I cannot erase my doubts. We know little of who they are.
Please just tell her, Corlys.
Adam of Hull, at least, is known to you.
He's
What's the point of hiding it?
I don't know, maybe an insult to Rhaenys' memory
Maybe, yeah.
because it's so fresh.
Yeah.
The third brother is untested. Has never left Old Town. And his dragon is younger than Vermax.
but a dragon nonetheless.
I forgot about that one.
And her dragon.
Dreamfire. Hatched when the Conqueror was king.
Oh, so that's not a
She is
baby
formidable.
dragon.
Mm-mm. She is formidable.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
He will not stop at Burning Sharp Point, and he will not be denied.
I'm glad that he's being a hand.
Yeah.
Okay, Helena on a dragon being a war hero is interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
She was a testament to my own glory. I've given her a new name.
Oh.
The Queen who never was.
Corlys. I thank you.
Yeah, I think his secrets are because
Yeah, that
they're
makes a
his
lot of
shame,
sense.
you know.
What I do now, I do for her. There is, of course, another player that is yet to be revealed.
Is he?
'Cause he has a dragon, so
I would have never guessed that I would. The way that I feel about Damon now is just like he's kind of an amusing side character, but also he's a pill.
Yeah.
You know?
See my new army, Broom. What do you think of it?
It's very large.
isn't it?
I aim to march on King's Landing before he can
That's
catch.
very stupid, Damon.
Did you hear something?
Hmm.
It's a haunted wood. Don't worry about it.
While you have mustered an army, Rhaenyra has faltered.
Okay, well, she's mustered a more important army, an army of the sky.
But you are a leader of men.
Keyword
Well, we
there.
remember what you're all about.
Your lords will follow you.
I never
That
took
was
you
kind
for a
of
town clerk.
dumb for Rhaenyra to send this sexist man to
Yeah.
They will need no sustenance if they are slaughtered by the enemy.
Right, but they're not currently being slaughtered, and therefore they do need sustenance.
and they also already hate you. Like they're done with the fish.
Oh, she's back from her camping trip. That was a useful trip. Glad we spent an episode on it.
It's revived her.
What would you think about leaving this place? Where would I go?
I like that.
I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
Aemond. I do not wish to fight.
It isn't a question. It is a sin and must be punished.
May I remind you, your sister is still the queen.
As you were once. Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Also, she like
Not.
she doesn't
like
want to fight.
this.
She's not going to fight. Like,
Yeah,
she can't-
like you can't make her like, okay, she's gonna fly away and never
Right.
come back. I'm glad Alicent has decided to be a mom to her.
I need passage.
Oh god. Ew.
Steward's son from Dawn. Fucking the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Should we not have had this conversation where everyone is apparently going to listen in?
She saved my life twice. Once from the headsman's axe and once from myself.
Awful mistakes.
She'll never live them down.
Since then, she has been the beacon I follow.
Oh my god, shut up, Kristen. Just because I found you briefly interesting doesn't mean I like you.
Do not think I have no shame in me.
And I'll never forgive you for that.
That I found him briefly interesting. I'm so sorry. That's my shame.
And it should be.
Oh, would that it was so simple.
Would that it were so simple. Would that it were so simple. Would that it were
Did you
so
just
simple.
quote Hail Caesar?
And true honor is a mist that melts in the morning.
Powerful.
Or rather, my philosophy was this:
Hmm.
to protect the righteous and dispense justice on the rest.
Was it? Or did you fuck a princess and then spend the rest of your life whining about it?
To die will be a kind of relief.
Boy, Kristen.
Don't you think?
He's like, actually, I'm rich. So
It's like, wow. It's no fun beating up on a depressed guy.
you're really spoiling the game. Hey, you spent a minute shipping them. So,
Well, I like to ship. It wasn't mean I was going to suddenly like Kristen Cole.
mud wrestling? That was the plan? He had to beat them mud wrestling.
You will testify to the worth of the ambassador.
The way they don't have showers, so it's going to take like months for them to get all that mud off. It just stresses me out. It's in the hair.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten the flesh of your enemies?
Not one of my, faves.
A jest, my lord.
Good one.
You take me for.
Well, you just made him mud wrestle with you.
Yeah.
Which is freaky, to say the least. That looks like it was shot at a Ren fair.
Yes. Including the giant
It does not befit a
mud.
prince to pout.
Tell him.
What would you call it then?
Did you guys kiss?
Please touch.
You're angry.
I think it stresses me out that they don't have a touch barrier. Like they've been dating for like 8 years.
Right.
You know what I am.
I don't care. You are the crown prince, the son of the rightful queen.
She's like, I'm glad I'm less related to you.
Do you believe that you are the first noble heir who was not sired by his noble father?
Great point.
Such is the way of the world, Jace. And in resenting it, you only diminish yourself.
The way she's always speaking the truth to these men in her life. Why can't they touch?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. Are they like terrified of romance in this show? Like for whatever Game of Thrones, like people kiss, people fucked. Like they were into each other.
Her girl Rhaenyra is struggling.
She genuinely is caught in like Wuthering Heights or Jane Eyre. She's
Yeah.
wandering the moors.
Marston, send it
It
up.
is funny that they're making him perform. Is this the one that was on the council or the twin that brought the lion?
And in a way, wouldn't it be nice to know? And he must be the one that's the good one because he's like not being offensive here.
Mm-hmm.
Good song! Well delivered! And more accomplished than one would think to look at you. And my captain's with me.
I love that he just had to do wrestling and karaoke to win a naval force, I guess.
Well, like he's trying to win over a queer person, so
the stakes are different.
Okay. They said I need to make sure we're gonna have a good time on the boat.
Right.
Are you a flop or
Exactly.
To friendship.
friendship?
He's stressed. I love that.
That's really cute.
I wish to have children by you.
Go for it.
And honestly, me, I've selected you. Mine.
You want me to?
Indeed.
They're hot, Lannister.
I want
Go
you to
for
fuck
it.
my wives.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
How many words do you have?
It's my business.
You just fuck whoever I bring to your house. Okay.
No, actually, this dynamic works for me, and I'm so excited about it.
It's funny.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having fun.
Yes.
Oh, and some more of these little birds.
Okay. We can teach him some basic table manners, though.
Why is he at the head of the table?
The three of you are not of noble birth, but you have done a thing never dreamed of before now.
Calm down. You guys are being unbearable snobs, okay?
Learn your beasts and your commands. You will fly in 2 days' time. The strongholds of the usurper.
Me studying. Talking to my dragon. Look, we're gonna have to come up with a shorthand.
Listen, I'm not that good with my Duolingo.
It is hard, but it cannot be helped.
Okay, guys, this was a bad thought though, because you have to be different than the Greens.
What about Vhagar?
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Rhaenyra. That crown is ugly and it looks cheap.
I'll take him on myself. Silver Wings a go as she is. Even if you are.
There will be time enough to see which one of us.
Silverwing is the size of Vhagar's leg.
Sense of humour do you all good.
There is a message from Harrenhal, Your Grace.
What is your
What
husband doing
has
now?
Daemon done? The way Jace hates Daemon.
Yeah.
I will not allow it. Adam.
Oh.
Come with me.
She's gonna be pissed.
I'm going to the God's Wood.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Edward.
Have fun. What? The fuck?
Jessa,
What the fuck?
what is happening? Jessa.
When you came here, you were a closed fist.
Is that like a child of the forest or something? That was a fawn.
It was a full fawn. We walked through the wardrobe.
There are omens here for those who seek them. You do not scoff.
I'm no longer inclined to.
Yeah, you wanted the fuck out of him.
I'm pleased to hear it. Do you wish then to learn what is given to you?
let's not give Daemon special powers, please.
No.
He can't. He's already trouble with a dragon.
This tree has George R. R. Martin's face. Oh. Whoa.
Ah, 3-eye. Oh no. No.
Boy. Wow. It's exciting. Oh, I love that. They were still cowards for not burning away her hair, but whatever.
It's all a story. And you're but one part in it. You know your part.
Interesting. That was really interesting.
You know what you must do.
I don't know what he must do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, that was quite a... Whoa! Wait!
Sister, we share the same blood, you and I. I know you wish no harm to anyone.
I don't know.
Is she Alice?
I don't know.
But in a time like this...
It's not impossible with that scene.
That was crazy.
Our mother is not a dragon rider.
Duh.
She cannot understand that you and I have a truer call to heed.
She said, I know what my call is. I speak for the trees.
We will lay waste to Daemon and his army.
Maybe if you had used this tactic first.
Will you burn me as you did Aegon?
Ooh.
That is a lie.
I saw it.
She's very clear right now.
Aegon will be king again. You'll be dead.
Oh.
You were swallowed up in the god's eye, and you were never seen again.
That's pretty crazy.
My girl is unmoored from time for sure.
It wouldn't change anything.
Don't underestimate Cassandra.
She is the most interesting character to me at this point in the show. Tell me about those flyboys. Oh no, not Caraxes.
Caraxes just is like, I have been so bored, you guys don't even know.
My friends!
I like how Cyrax has that like club tail. I think it's really cool.
Like, this was probably a good mission to send Jace on because she was going to be there too, and it was against Daemon, who like is most likely to just...
We're repeating the season 1 scene on the bridge at Dragonstone. Yeah.
Give me that egg,
yeah.
you little weirdo. Which we asked for her to do.
Yes. Haunted Castle is such a good idea, though. Yes.
Do they not know who she is?
Damon's looking at entrance.
Sir, this is...
I wasn't expecting you.
Seems rather a lapse in foresight.
They're having this marriage squabble in front of
I see
everyone.
you have done well here.
They're sworn to me.
Interesting.
And to whom are you sworn?
You... I saw the blood and the future, and it's you.
Filipasma kesu pranon merisa sola armasis. The realm's only hope is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
So proud of him.
It only took haunting him for a whole season.
I never doubted him for a minute.
We've never said a bad word about Daemon Targaryen in our life.
Bethany! Oh my god!
You are the true queen, Rhaenyra. First of her name, protector of the realm.
Our man.
Oh my god, donated to her little chest. Yeah, Matt. She's like, well, great. I didn't need to bring my backup. Me.
He's like, yeah. That's how I saw this going after the weird ass couple of months I've had.
Ine arli cridruchas. Separ morjulias.
Nuki koston dawor.
To be fair.
Siluta. My queen.
Okay, I kind of shift them again.
Yeah.
For every one of us who falls, 100 of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
It's giving. Now, my internet people, you'll understand. It's giving when Mr. Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl and he did that visceral scream, and then they panned to Taylor and she had the ick, but like in a fond way. She just sort of had to go with it.
Okay, Corlys, this is your moment. Step up.
You sent for me, Lord Hand.
His blue is so pristine.
But you are curt, silent, and the men find you distant.
You aren't popular, buddy.
I never asked to lead, as you well know.
Get over this complex you've got.
You want to help me? Is this the help you offer after all these years?
Yeah.
A reminder to be grateful.
Oh, we're getting the deadbeat dad talk.
Oh. The accent came out too. Someone's mad.
Do you know what it was like for us? To grow up fatherless? To be sneered upon as bastards? Never sure of the bread to feed us? Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Oh, shame, you are dismissed. I sold fish in the market from cold dawn.
Oh, we're having this talk.
It's about time.
And I watched the man beside me walk past with his son and heir, with the fur around his shoulders, choosing sweetmeats to eat after supper by the fire. And now that boy is dead, and his sister before him, and the heir that took his place, and now you remember I live.
Oh.
Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
Yeah, so he's not wrong, Corlys.
But if it is all the same, I will decline any offers of help.
Period.
He said, I have a single mother. I mean, I was hoping he would show up next season with a baby fro, but that was
I think we have some years.
It's going to take some time before we get there.
Come on.
Has anybody who was supposed to be on the trip with her been like, hey, where did Raina go?
To claim it, I must strike. And in striking, I doom thousands to their deaths.
I don't understand why she has to kill common folk. Nobody said that. I guess because, like, when you're attacking King's Landing.
You must.
To be fair, Rhaenys killed like 500 of them when she busted out of the floor in the middle of a giant ceremony.
Well, she had a point to prove. Okay.
It's important.
Okay. Right. Are we downing Rhaenys? No. No. Well, they play. That's nice.
It's cute.
I had to see you.
Oh, damn. What made it happen? Oh my god, if they made out.
The way.
Who knows?
None save my protector. He laid down his sword at your gate.
Allie. Rhaenyra put on her best dressing gown.
I've been, I think, mistaken. I resented you, I think, for caring so little for any of it, for knowing what you wanted. I did not know what I wanted. I knew only what was expected of me.
Why have you come here?
Because I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen sullies herself with a lover.
I too have desires.
Yes, but you alone made virtue your banner.
Well, exactly.
In defiance of you, I think, who so disdained it.
I don't think it was dishonor. She took a lover for a decade and had 3 children with him with the full agreement of her husband.
Who was also taking lovers.
Right. Like they had a functioning polyamorous family.
The weight lifted from me.
How lovely for you. Shall you cast your son down and rule alone?
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind.
It's too late. Alicent, you said it yourself. Blood has been shed.
Girl, no, you know you're gonna protect Allie.
I did only what I thought your father wanted.
Oh, go then. Leave us behind, as you say. Wander in the wilderness. Did you come here thinking you would be absolved?
I think her younger actress used to do that. It was a friend in the world.
Why have you come here?
Because it was my love for you.
She's in love with you.
Resolute!
Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
You're so gorgeous together.
The way I'm hanging on to every single word.
Still, you imagine you can have all you want. If I am to take the throne, I must put an end to the opposition. However you may try to evade it, you know this.
It's actually horrible.
Choose.
Listen, she doesn't
See, this
kill her kid.
This is a choice with.
Will you shrink from what you set out to do, or will you see it through?
This is the Sophie's choice that's interesting.
Yes.
A son for a son.
There it is.
Isn't it 2 of Alicent's sons, though?
Her son and her grandson.
Yeah.
Let us be done with this. Please.
And what do I do with you now?
Can you, like, hug her at least?
Yeah.
History will paint you a villain.
I am at last myself.
Oh.
To die unremarked and unnoticed. And be free.
You speak as if from a distant dream.
Come with me.
My part is here, whether I will or
Even
not.
for you, Alicent. She's not going to go sell oranges over the sea.
I mean, I might as well have said sapphic music playing. I just.
Saying you guys aren't even going to, like.
Why won't they let them
Not
touch?
even, like, hold each other's hands, sadly? For real? Disappointed.
So happy. I'm so happy. It's all I could have ever wanted.
This man is so insanely beautiful.
I mean, that close up of his
God. She's really just been running for however long.
She's running up that hill, Jessa.
I was doing that to the music if you couldn't guess.
No, I got you. She's made a deal with a dragon.
Starks! Oh, is that a Warhammer? That's fun.
The Starks are Team Ree, right?
Yeah. Good. Because Jace won them.
That's because, yeah, we have to be Team Stark. That's how you know they're the good side.
Exactly.
This is like Game of Thrones music.
Mm-hmm.
He has really cool armor.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool.
That was such an interesting conversation that he had with Corlys.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Me too. Honestly, whoever wrote that has some unpacked things with their dad.
Right. Real. Here it is, Rhaenyra.
Honestly, it's like scraggly like her. It looks like her.
It's young, scrappy, and hungry.
Yes.
Jamie?
Jamie.
Oh, Otto. Why are you in prison? What happened there? Alicent has been walking 20 minutes now.
She looks like Helena Bonham Carter, like a young Helena Bonham Carter.
Yes. Look, I don't think she has much story left. They should have made out, and then she should have been like, I'm hiding in your house for the rest of the show.
But I think that, like, I think this gives her more to do.
Mm.
And I do think she should marry Rhaenyra and be in love forever.
I agree.
Like, this is the queen she was always meant to be.
Yes.
I'm just sorry. Like, the queen that ever was,
right.
You know?
I mean, look, from the very first moment, I mean, I don't remember what the exact opening beat was, but the very first moment that we met Rhaenyra, it was her having her like, ooh, almost ready. Cyrex is almost big enough for rides for two. It was all about her and Alicent being in love.
They're in love. Like, I'm sorry,
this.
what else was that speech about where she was like, your dad, love for your mom kept him going. Like, that was his reason. And then Rhaenyra said, again, why are you here? And Alicent was like, I just
Did you not understand the metaphor?
Like, you said, why are you here? And then I said, your dad never stopped loving your mom. And that his love for her kept her going all these years.
So, put it together.
I'm here because my love for you kept me going all these years.
Exactly. What was the Game of Thrones season that ended like that? That was the one with Daenerys on the boat. I think that was when I started watching, like season 6.
That's like 6.
Yeah.
It's late.
Yeah. That's very much what they were doing there with all the like, ooh, the board is set, the pieces are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know what that quote's from? That was
so good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Some really important to me things happened.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Raina still not claimed a dragon.
No. No, she did. We saw it. I think I still have hope that that's going to be our our next season opener because it's so important.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for it for so long.
Right.
I want them to be in that war and like things aren't looking good for Rhea.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna fly in and like
on her little scraggly
moody dragon.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, that dragon is my little scrappy street dog.
So that dragon's name is Sheepstealer, and yes, Raina officially has taken the place of the character of Nettles, who is another dragon seed. She's a bastard, and she is clever, and she wins over Sheepstealer, named because he steals
the sheep
by like baiting him. She's like, it's like E.T., but instead of Reese's Pieces, it's like sheep that she puts out for him, and it's just she like uses her little brains, and that's how she wins over Sheepstealer.
I love that for her. I love her getting this little hyena dragon. Yeah. It's very cute. I'm obsessed with it. The most important thing to happen in this show happened in this episode, and that is that Alicent chose Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And it's all I've wanted since the first episode of season 1.
You've been saying
I've been
this.
saying it.
You've been saying, I think Alicent is going to go to Rhaenyra, and you were right.
There's just, in my head, there was no way it couldn't happen. I'm like, well,
I love that. Just your faith is so pure.
And sometimes it really works out for me. It really worked out for me with Alicent and Rhea.
I mean, I'm still pissed off they didn't, like, not a single touch. Like,
I do have a weird thing about that with this show, because I ship Jace and his betrothed,
right,
and
they're like terrified of touch at all, because in season 1 they like lightly even hinted at Aemond being into Helena, which, yes, they are siblings, we're just gonna have to get over that. But in this episode he like literally like doesn't touch her.
Like, what is going on there? Because they have
Daemon and Rhaenyra have a reconciliation, and they like put heads toward each other and don't touch. Like, it's okay. Like, yes, we all roasted you for your sex position and like making women make out naked in the background of scenes for no reason. But that doesn't mean that people who are in love can't like touch.
But I also, like, first season they touched. I don't understand what has happened. Like, that one really bothers me.
Yeah.
I can hold out for the Rhaenyra Alicent, because I think there are bigger moments where that could be really, and it's kind of cheapened for me by her making out with what's her name earlier. So I'm kind of
I get
I'm kind of glad that we didn't like broach that then. So now like it can be like all about Alicent, and maybe Daemon dies and she marries Alicent instead. Look, now I'm asking for too much.
You know what? We're going to coast on the power of your faith.
We're going to coast on the power of my faith. I think Helena and the Alice thing. Let's talk about that, because that was very
so interesting because they're like connected, like to the point that I was like, yes, is that the same person? Has Helena somehow been like projecting herself?
And they kind of look like each other.
Yeah, they have similar faces. Like, what was that? That was
crazy.
Really,
because when she showed up, I was like, that's weird. Helena and Daemon don't really like have anything to do with each other. So why would that manifestation come?
Right.
And it would make sense if she were like always trying to operate two people. Why she's like she's
never like fully present.
Like, she's out of time.
She's she's a dreamer, but does that mean she's also like a green seer? So she's like Bran. I mean, I guess being a green seer doesn't necessarily mean you're out of time. It's not really until they become like the three-eyed raven that they're fully
like, perhaps Alice is a past life. Like, maybe she's like connected to all of her lives. That's a very Avatar the Last Airbender concept, but she's like, and so she just can't really settle anywhere.
We did see the three-eyed raven in this episode. We saw Daenerys, which is really cool. My only thing with that is I think that Game of Thrones was such a like blah wet fart of an ending that like the excitement of Daenerys as some kind of like prophesied prince that was promised or whatever she is, it just kind of means nothing because she was nothing in the end. And seeing the Night King and the White Walkers and all, I'm like, don't worry, it doesn't matter.
Like, you're gonna be fine.
They have one poorly lit fight, and then there's
winter is coming. I was like, yeah, in a few hundred years.
And honestly, the effects are not that bad. So no, but that wasn't really cool. See, I really did like the scene with Daemon and Rhaenyra. And him, he's not really a dreamer. It's not like it's his innate self that has the ability to see things, but he has seen visions. And I liked her reaction to that, her saying, you sound like my father. And I think there was such an interesting look on her face to like have being able to share that burden of the prince that was promised and the long night and all of that.
I thought the same thing. Their choice in that scene was really, really interesting and like a good bit of acting. Emma being almost like touched and like having like a genuine connection with Daemon, other than being annoyed with him
right
before they were like having that conversation. And then it like, for me, it re-solidified their bond, even though like obviously I'm team Alicent right now.
Do we think Alicent's invisible third son is gonna pop up in the next season.
They've mentioned him so much that he must
Yeah.
get a dragon. All right, I think it's time.
It's time to say goodbye.
No, it's time to rank our
We're ranking
dragons.
How to rank your dragon.
How to rank your dragon.
Okay. We're probably gonna forget some, and that just means they're at the very bottom.
Sorry about it.
Sorry to those dragons. My bottom dragon is Jace's dragon, whose name I want to say is Ajax, but it could be Vermax.
Vermax seems, both of them seem right. So
Age Vermax
is also unfortunately my bottom dragon.
Yeah.
And Jace is as mad about it as we are that we have never met his dragon.
Yeah, exactly. We saw him at the Twins, like perched on a tower, briefly yelling, but I don't remember what he looks like. Definitely have no idea what his personality is. I know he's a smaller guy because he's young.
My next least favorite dragon is Aemon's dragon that died.
Aegon.
Why I always do
It's
it.
okay. It's
It's one letter that it's literally hell for a dyslexic person.
Alicent did it too.
It's fine. I want to be clear that the House of the Dragon is really testing me. I need accommodation. All right.
Aegon's dragon, gold member. Not
member.
his real name, but I cannot remember what it is.
Yeah, that dragon is not interesting to me. And like even Dreamfire is more interesting to me. And
who was a big dragon, which makes it weirder that we haven't seen. I'm gonna say them. I don't remember what the gender of that dragon is. Dragon gender. What are do they like reproduce asexually? No one seems to have an answer. I don't think the dragons fuck. That's a discussion for another time.
Do the dragons fuck?
It's a very important.
It's a very important question. Okay. Our next. Where are you going?
Probably have somewhere like watery, like Sheepstealer, Dreamfire. They are like conceptually interesting dragons, but I don't know anything about them.
They're higher for me. Just at the mere thought of them, they're higher.
Who's your next lowest dragon?
Silverwing with love.
Oh God, yes. Well, she's kind of funny because she's dumb.
No,
at least in our version of her. But no,
I love her
there.
with love.
Yeah.
Like sincerely. Like,
yeah.
Love her.
Yeah.
Love my girl. But
no, that's a good call. You're right.
But she's at like the top reason why she's down here is because she's chosen the most deplorable man as a baby. And so she must be there. However, in my heart, in this congeniality contest, she's much higher.
Oh, does she like April 25th?
Yes, it's a perfect date is at the beach, you know.
I love that for her. Bless her heart.
And then I think I'll go Dreamfire.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in the lore that she's a big dragon and she's not a baby, a hatchling dragon.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by that.
I'm interested in the lore that she could fly and be on Team Rhaenyra. And I wonder if with all of her dream powers, she can do a little sight hounding through Dreamfire.
I like that. Ooh, that's a fun idea. Yeah.
So, like, because I do believe her when she says I'm not a fighter, which means she must have this big dragon, though, for a reason.
Yeah.
So I think it would, for me, it's good storytelling if they use it differently.
I would love if she was not a skin changer. What do they call them specifically?
I remember this from Game of Thrones. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I think for me next, I'm actually going to put Syrax, who has been around since the very first episode, but I actually have no feelings toward her whatsoever.
That's true. I don't feel bonded to or connected to Syrax. I like that she defends her mama. I like that about her. I'm mad she doesn't grow.
Yeah,
that annoys me.
That's
about
really irritating.
Syrax.
Yeah,
we're actually like. We're in a fight about that, and I also don't know her personality, and she's like our hero's dragon.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely wish we'd spent more time with her. And then maybe Sheepstealer right above that.
Yeah, Sheepstealer is next, and
the possibility to Sheepstealer to be like this weird, scraggly, like street dog kind of dragon, I'm into.
Like when I immediately connected with Sheepstealer because he reminds me of my sweet street dog.
Right.
Like just like a scraggly mess.
Yeah.
Who like seems like he has very particular taste. Like I just feel like
Yeah.
he's not really gonna want to listen, and he's gonna love his mama a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I love him already, and I liked his weird little body. He also has a weird neck.
He has like interesting wings, I thought. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more of him.
Yeah, he was good. He had a lot of personality. This is where it gets kind of hard for me.
Yeah. So we have Caraxes, Vhagar, Sea Smoke,
and
Vermithor.
Vermithor.
Oh, Vermithor might be next for me.
Vermithor and I'm including Rhaenys' dragon because
Rhaenys.
we included
oh right
Goldfinger.
I'm not being an asshole. I really don't remember his name.
Goldie.
He was pretty. Okay, great point. Okay, Vermithor.
Vermithor is next.
Yeah.
I did like Vermithor though.
Yeah, I thought Vermithor had like a really strong entrance. He's a big guy. He's got a hot Viking rider.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential with Vermithor.
Yeah, and I connect. I like that we're starting to see the personalities of the dragons matching the personalities of their riders, because I did feel like Vermithor vibed with the energy of the Viking man.
Yeah.
Like, and we got a couple scenes with him.
Right.
And I felt like Vermithor's like moody, take no prisoners behavior matched his.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with him.
Yeah. This is really hard now.
I think
we're at Caraxes, Sea Smoke, and
it's between Meleys and Sea Smoke for me for this position.
I think
okay, we're gonna be separate, so let's just accept that we're not gonna be able to come to a consensus on this top 4. Who's your number 4?
I think my number 4 is Aemon's dragon.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Here's the deal. Vhagar. I loved Vhagar when he was a mama's girl, when she was a mama's girl.
Yeah.
And I love her big presence and her beauty. Okay. But she's like done me dirty twice now.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand for the killing of that sweet baby boy and that baby dragon. That was like actually so cruel.
Yeah.
It was like pick on someone your own size. That was a little nugget dragon.
Vermithor is the closest. She doesn't have any. She has no equal.
Okay. And then the most deplorable.
Yeah.
Took out.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a
took
problem.
Out Meleys
it's a problem.
And Rhaenys.
I don't love that. Number 4 for me is difficult. I'm really struggling between Meleys and Sea Smoke.
I'm just saying if you put Meleys here.
I think it's Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke, as we have discussed at length in this episode, has great taste. Sea Smoke seems like a chill hang. I feel like Sea Smoke is like, well, let's have a smoke, right? Like he wants to hang out. He wants to have like chill. He's gonna listen to some good music.
Sea Smoke to me is like the definition of like if we're doing the dog comparison, Sea Smoke is a husky.
Oh, and yeah.
Like he was like, he's gonna howl.
Yeah.
He does not want you to tell him what to do.
Right.
And he's gonna like pick his favorite person and follow them to the end.
I love that. That's a good call.
He was like, I found my new person.
I feel like Sea Smoke is hot. Like for a dragon, he's hot. He has to be. You think about his riders. He was like only hot men.
For sure.
He is definitely hot for a dragon.
He's hot. He's a hot dragon. Yeah. And he's like the party dragon.
Yeah.
Like if I have to be on a boat with a dragon, I'm choosing to party with Sea Smoke.
Yes, exactly.
But also Meleys seems like a fun party dragon.
Okay, so what's your third position?
My third position is Meleys.
Okay.
No, it's Sea Smoke.
It's Sea Smoke. Okay.
It has to be Sea Smoke.
Yeah, because you don't want,
Yes. Sea Smoke is my third position.
Okay.
And for all of the reasons that you just said,
right.
And because he brought us our most handsome, most beautifulest man.
Yes.
And the way I love him. And for me, like Sea Smoke, is part of the team. He said, I'm single-handedly making sure we have some Black Riders. I'm doing the Lord's work.
My number 3, I think, is Meleys. I wish I'd had more time with her. She probably would have been higher. Of course, so much of the love that I have for Meleys is connected to Rhaenys. Rhaenys probably my favorite character.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say about her? She's loyal. She did her best. She's an old girl. She just wanted to hang with her mom.
She had some
She
great
wanted to mind her own
moments.
business. She did have some great moments. She took out Goldmember.
She flew up through
the
floor. Like, that was iconic.
She could have burned the Greens and ended the whole thing.
Well, her mom, she's a gentle girl.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got patience.
Exactly.
But I loved their final warrior story at the end. I think they did a really good job of like establishing their connection and then like them both choosing to go back and fight even though they knew they were going to die was very powerful for me. And that's what I mean by like they're doing a good job of making the like dragons match their people. It's like their values align, and that dragon had the spirit for me of Rhaenys.
Is she your number 2?
Yeah. My number 1. Oh wait, your number 2.
I have my number 2.
Come on.
I gotta be honest with myself. I'm true to myself. My number 2 is Caraxes. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, he's a weird ass snaky boy. He's deformed. He's the first dragon I was able to recognize in the show. He's a great physical match for Matt Smith. You know,
they're the same.
They're weird noodle boys. Unfortunately, he did spend this entire season sitting at a haunted castle being bored.
Okay, but he did it so cute.
He did cute.
Remember his little grumbles? Like, I can't do his sound
when like something happened at Damon's door and we're like, is Caraxes like scratching the door? He's like,
Caraxes is the most cat of the dragons, and I really love that for him, and I love his weird little neck.
He's your number 1, yes?
He is my number 1. Well, he's just so noodly.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to not love him?
Yeah.
I like a little freak, and he's such a little weirdo.
He is.
I can't wait to see him fight again. I like watching him go.
His arms are too long too. It's so weird. It's great design. Really fantastic
for
design.
Caraxes.
Yeah.
And then
my number 1 is Granny Warcrimes herself. It's bigger.
Granny Warcrimes.
I love her. I love her design. I love the way that she's like this primordial terror. Every time she comes up, they always have her like looming out of the clouds. She's like this great like ancient sea beast. We were talking about all of the rope like net that's tangled around her. I just think she's so incredibly cool. She's just like this freaking ancient beast she's older than all of them and their stupid like petty issues. She's almost like an ent in a way, that she's like a nature spirit. I just think she's so fucking cool.
It's a matter
she's
of
done
taste
bad things.
for me.
It's done bad things. I will not deny that she's done bad things. She has bad taste with Aemond as her writer, I will say. But yeah, that's the one for me.
I just have never forgiven. I think the real beef I have is that I've never forgiven her from going from giving her first, like her first writer that we see.
Yeah.
Like, and that was such a powerful thing. She went looking for her. She found her.
Yeah.
And she gave her like this dragon rider's death. And that was so impactful for me. And then didn't pick Raina.
Right.
And picked that boy.
Right.
A traitor.
Right.
A full traitor. Like, I'll never forgive her for that.
I get that.
Like, how do you switch up the game like that?
She's no sea smoke.
Right. And that's why sea smoke's higher. I value loyalty. Like, she team hopped. I don't like a dragon that team hops.
That's true.
Like, what was her personality? She was like, I just go to whoever's strongest. It's a bandwagoner dragon. Sorry.
No, it's fair. Listen, she's a big girl. She
No,
can
but I
take
do
it.
love her design, and I think she's a very cool dragon.
Yeah.
I just can't stand where she is right now.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see her do more horrible things. And you know, she's not a human person who is aligned to any set of morals. I can forgive her for it.
That's
She's
true.
just a big, crazed nature being who should have been retired long ago.
I do think that I will forgive her if she kills Aemon. Because we're doing this whole thing where he keeps trying to control her,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
she's like not listening to him.
Yeah.
And I think a good ending for them would be for her to kill him.
She's like, if you
yeah, like
Yeah.
she's gonna whip him off her or
yeah,
something.
I can see that. That'd be interesting.
That would be really interesting for me. And then I would have some respect for her again. When she accepts her wrong in choosing Aemon, then I'll forgive her.
That was season 2, House of the Dragon. I expect in about 3.5 years we'll get season 3.
Sad.
We'll see some more dragon crimes and all of that. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we would love if you would subscribe. You can check out all of our other videos. We do have season 1 of House of the Dragon. We have season 2 of Interview with the Vampire, which is a great show. Pretty much any video you can watch us randomly start talking about evil, which is a great show you should all watch. Share your thoughts down below about the first 2 seasons and anything that happened to the book up to the first 2 seasons. Don't spoil anything, you know. Someday in the far future when season 3 of this show comes out, we're hoping to still be surprised by things. What's your dragon rankings?
Oh yeah, please.
Is there somebody that you like that we just completely blanked on? Don't be like, ooh, it's Drogon. Like, come on.
I like all of these dragons more than the god dragon.
100%. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Bye.
You could tell me not to go.